I had an interesting conversation with one of the people on my team today. Beautiful piece of sunset going on in the background here. I had an interesting conversation with one of the guys on my team today, and we were talking about tough times in business. And currently, we're standing at year end. We've got about 4 weeks left until our annual shutdown. So it's crazy. There's like projects flowing in from everywhere. Basically, all of our clients that have either unlocked some year-end budget with like Black Friday or Christmas, or they want to get their branches done, their capex out of this year's financial year-end, and it's always a crazy time with us. And we were talking about that and how things get busy and like you get overwhelmed at times, and it just feels like it's coming in from all sides. And I said to him that I don't know if he recalls, but a couple of weeks back we had a conversation where we said we are heading into the last 12 weeks of the year. It is going to be tough if we look at everything on our plate. We know it's tough from experience. It is part of the industry we're in, and we know essentially that we are heading into a very tough period, and that this next while will take a lot from us. But after that, we are going to rest up. We've got our shutdown. We've got about 3 weeks that everyone can just get away, take a break, and come back refreshed after the like Christmas holidays. And I said to him, it's funny. We talk about being overwhelmed. We talk about like really feeling the pressure at the moment, but we knew this was going to happen. And I think just this reframing, firstly, is important to acknowledge that, when you realize you are heading into a tough time, that you acknowledge that and you know that it is just a short period that you're going to be in this time. It's going to be crunch, and then it's going to be gone. But I think apart from that, also, it's really important that you sit with your team and you frame these things accordingly. That you sit and you say, guys, we are heading into a tough period. It's going to be 12 weeks of very hard work where we are going to expect your A game. We are going to constantly expect your A game, and we are going to expect your A game well and beyond 40 hours a week for a period, because that is where we are right now, and that is what the business needs. And then there's going to be a time where we rest, there's going to be a time where we reset, and then there's going to be a time where we sit around a table and we talk about what worked and what didn't work. And we really dive into that when we come back and we start the conversation around strategy for the new year and focal points and things we really want to improve on, and goal setting and objectives and KPIs and KPAs and all of these wonderful things that accompany a new financial year. But it was just so profound to me that, we were having this discussion about where we are right now, and we had the realization that we actually said it was going to be this way. And I think as management, as leaders, as founders, as people that are responsible for other people in a business, it's imperative that we frame situations like this, that everyone understands what is expected. I think it's important that we have these conversations with our families, our spouses, and our partners, just to tell them what we are going through. Because obviously when you're under pressure and there's a lot of things going on, you are not always your best human being. You might be a little bit irritable. You might be focusing on different things. You might not be listening as well as you always do. That's a common mistake husbands make, I hear. But it's important that we frame these situations for the people around us so that they have context of where we are, what we're going to be going through, and also when they can expect this to end. Because obviously if this is going to be the operating environment on a continual basis, that's not really all that healthy and all that good. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. I found a lot of value from this conversation, just reflecting on that. And I think it's important that we make time to firstly plan our life ahead as much as we can in a business context and a personal context, but that we also reframe it for other people to understand, and for us to understand that these are temporary things and that there will be better days. Cheers.